So we had a bird fly into our house.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Same one. So, what's happening? I think it's pretty young. Probably trying to figure life out. Hopefully, it's going to be okay.
We started giving him little drops of water, and he's
kind of perking up here now.
He's laying down. Aww. Little bird.
We're here at the Secure Right container structures, container building solutions they call themselves, and we're looking at containers. Why are we looking at containers?
We are going to get one delivered to the house so that we can load all of our stuff into it, because we only have 2 weeks. And we also need another container.
2 weeks.
We also need another container that's going to be empty, delivered to the property.
True story.
That we're going to fill with shop stuff, shed stuff, outdoor garden sort of thing. And we'll do that with trips with like a trailer.
So anyways, the debate right now is,
do we go...
Tell us what you think down in the comments. Do you go with
a new one?
A new 20-footer?
Or
nice and smelly, painty new? Or do you go with
a used one?
A scent of the ocean in a used one? Anyways, to be continued.
To be continued.
You'll find out what we did.
Seeking! Yay!
Cheap sleep.
Cheap sleep.
He's not messing around.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's too tippy. Oh my god.
Hey, it's a bit real now.
It is.
Stick as much of our life in there as we can.
There's a new container, guys. We went with the new container. How are you gonna get up? It's happening. Things are getting moved. We are getting stuff in the trailer. Or I guess in the sea can, I should say, not the trailer. Oh yeah, we want it in the sea can because I don't like saying sea can. So
Give it a name.
give it a
I want it to be
name.
butterscotch.
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 The sin bin? No.
Are you alright?
I fell!
Did you get that?
I did! Oh man. I totally fell.
That never happens to Laura. Never. Pretty sure-footed usually.
This is the only building on the property.
And this is how we built it. Just kidding.
No.
But I forgot my hammer today, so I thought this kind of looked like one. I think we'll keep it. It works pretty good.
Put the first nail. Anyways. Tom built this. We'll finish it up when we have time, but it's great for storing our first bit of stuff from our shed back home, some extra wood and all of our shovels and that kind of thing. And yeah, I did some weeding here on the path, and this is just the bottom of the property. There's so much more left. Whoever thought we'd be putting up a private property sign?
It's ours. It's private. Laura, how many times have you fallen since our last video?
I don't need to discuss that now.
We're gonna start doing a fall count on Laura. Her new name's gonna be Tipsy.
Tipsy? No.
Okay.
Trippy.
Here. You got my other 2 screws. Don't fall.
The traveling back and forth from the property was exhausting. The 15th, the 16th, and the 18th, we headed back to the property with loads in the U-Haul, and we were just wiped. Day 2 of bringing stuff to the property. It's been early mornings. We're talking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, out of the house by 5.
It's more than 2 days of early morning.
Well, yes.
It's like day 5 or 6 or 7. I don't know.
Right, but it's 2 days bringing stuff to the property. We have a sea can. The empty sea can is being delivered. I think he's here already. He's just waiting for us. He got here a little early, that's okay. We've got a U-Haul, as you can see back there. It's full of stuff. A big thanks to John and Heather, Grandma and Grandpa, for really killing it last night and getting that thing packed of all the stuff in the garage. Could not have done it without you.
They picked us up when we were on the ground.
Yeah. We're gonna load this trailer into the sea can today. That'll probably take us a good part of the day. And yeah, all right. Wish us luck. We went with 2 new ones.
All right, our sales sign's down. I'm gonna back in.
The other thing that we had to do was bury our dog Maya. We dug her up in our home in the city, and we brought her with us because she's such a big part of our family. I couldn't leave her behind, so our neighbor Tom came and dug the hole for us so that we could have Maya here out on the property. Well, it is the second trip out to the property with the U-Haul trailer, and we're pretty exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, we are wiped. This short closing date is killing us. I mean, we're so eager to get out to the property, but man, it is a grunt to get a whole house packed up and sea cans figured out and weed eating and line trimming and unpack this U-Haul and get it into the sea can.
Before it gets too hot.
Yes.
It's supposed to be another 40 degree, so that's 104 Fahrenheit. And there's a little bit of humidity in the air, which we're not used to.
No.
It's usually a pretty dry heat here we get, but anyways, they're calling for maybe some showers this afternoon, which is good because we're getting really dry, and it'd be nice to see a little bit of rain.
So crazy. This is our whole house in here. This is all of the inside of our house in this weekend. We're so excited to be at the property. The driver told us that this was one of the heaviest sea cans he's ever had to load. We were definitely maxed on the weight for sure, and yeah, pretty crazy to have a whole house in this 20-foot sea can. You may be wondering why you're seeing two different names on the sea cans. For logistical reasons, it was easier to get a sea can that was closer to where we live delivered to our house and brought out to our property, and then finding one more local to the area we are and getting it delivered to the property empty just saved us on some delivery costs. So almost 4 o'clock and we're pretty bagged. We are going to cut some posts for a temporary chicken run, so that way when we move the chickens up here, they can go in this enclosure. We just bought some netting until we get the chicken coop up and all put back together. So that way when we land, the chickens can go right in there and we don't have to worry about them going off into the bush. The last big thing we had to do for this big move of ours was dismantle the chicken coop. There was no way I was leaving this behind. If you've watched previous videos, I'll put a link to the build of the chicken coop down below. It took a lot and it was a big project, so we needed something for them at the other end, and we wouldn't have had time to build them something. So this is what we decided to do. Take it with us. A big thank you goes to Blaine from Dig It. We could not have moved this chicken coop without you.
Yeah.
It's gotta weigh, just by the way it's reacting, it's 1,200 pounds?
You think so?
1,000 pounds anyway, I would think. Really, I got a 600
The
pound
chickens
on
spent
other
the
side.
night
How's it going?
in the shed. We made them some roosting bars and a little area there in the shed for the night. And we loaded the chicken coop onto a flat deck, which we then brought out the next day to the property. And stay tuned for part 2 of the big move.